How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White 2. Oof, I just bumped my water bottle. Anyways, last time, we arrived here on Route 4, and we battled a blue streak-haired man named Colrus, who's apparently a scientist. He wants to bring out the power of Pokemon. We battled him, we won, clearly, obviously, because, I'm the best trainer around, Nonetheless, he used some device also to wake up like a herd of Crustle. I don't know what that was about. Also, this guy appeared in between episodes because I went back to the Pokemon Center and he was just here, so he showed up after everybody was gone, and he talked about the Crustle, and you can find them in the Desert Resort, which is just past here. And indeed, that is true. We're gonna make our way to the Desert Resort in this episode. But really quickly, there's one thing in particular about Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 that's really, really cool. Not only is there a difference in versions for Pokemon, like in previous Pokemon games, but areas in the game are also different depending on the version you're playing. So, for those who don't remember, in Pokemon Black and White, Route 4 was filled with a lot of construction going on. There were a lot of construction workers, like the guy you see right here in front of us, and there were a lot of construction buildings, materials that you would see on a construction site, right? So, in Pokemon Black 2, the 2 years later in Pokemon Black 2, Route 4 is a little bit more modernized, and those buildings actually were built up, and, well, they're more so built up in the beginning of the route, like on the right-hand side. I'll throw an image up on screen so you can see how the route looks in Pokemon Black 2. And in Pokemon White 2, unfortunately, the building stuff kind of fell through, or at least they were built, and then they kind of went to ruin almost immediately. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment, but that's something I wanted to bring up. The differences in version not only of Pokemon, but in areas. There's another area later on in the game that also has a bit of distinct difference, depending on which version you're playing, so we'll go over that, of course, when we get there, but for now, how about we head further on to Route 4, and we do a bit of exploring. So you see these houses here, they're kind of in shambles, and, oh wait a minute, we gotta listen to Pokemon sounds. Oh, was that Larvesta? Yes, it was! Yay, I remember my Pokemon's cries! And for getting that correct, we get a Poke Toy. I believe those sell very high in shops, too, so that's very good that I got that correct. I recommend doing that, because, yeah, again, I think the Poke Toy is at least like 500 Pokedollars in the Pokemart if you sell it. Anyway, so there are a lot of items around here, including TM28 Dig. Also, the locations of these items and NPCs and all that is different in the different routes. So just to keep that in mind, the things that Minccino is in this route? I did not know Minccino was in this route in this game. That's weird. Why is Minccino in the desert? That's a little freaky. But yeah, NPC locations and item locations are different depending on Black 2 and White 2 because the routes are so vastly different between the two games. So also to point that out, things I find in this game do not reflect where I would find them in Black 2. Just to point that out if you're playing along in Black 2. Anyway, like I said before, there are also trainers on this route, so let's get started. So, we just battled a rich boy. Why would a rich boy be living in a ruin instead of in a mansion? I don't know. That's maybe his preference? Anyway, we have a double battle right here, so yeah, let's go do that, I guess. These twins made a ruin pun, and I will never forgive them. Luckily, it's not being shown on the video. Anyway, oh, I don't want to face you. Can you please turn away? Please, turn the other way. Turn the other... Oh. Well, luckily you didn't stop me, but that doesn't escape me from facing you. Okay, thank God. Because I know there's a rest house up here. I don't want to face you. I don't want to face you. I know there's a rest house over here. Right here. In here, there is a rest house, so you can come and heal your Pokemon right here. She has a little, oh my god, I almost said Boldor. She has a little Roggenrola sitting out. Oh, that's so cute in the overworld. Anyway, there's also actually a trainer right behind the house, so I might as well just face off against the trainer right here, just in case, you know, anything bad happens and I need to heal my Pokemon again. Alright, well, that was easy. You only had a Darumaka, so I didn't really have any trouble. And now, let's just go ahead and straight into fighting the Backpacker, because why not? I'm on a roll. That battle didn't really go how I planned. I ended up taking way too much damage, so back into the rest house I go, and you can actually see a little bit of what these ruined houses are like. They're pretty much crumbled all over the place, and it's kind of sad seeing people, you know, sitting in here, like living in there. It's really, really sad. Anyway, there are a couple more places in here that we can go in, including a place where we can have this item. It is a bright powder. Okay, not too bad. I believe that sells pretty well. Oh, this right here, an in-game trade. So, this trade is actually in Nakreen City in Pokemon Black and White, but, you can't access Nakreen City early on in this game, so they moved this trade over here in Route 4. So, in Pokemon Black 2, you can trade a Cottony that you can catch in the empty lot, or Castelia Park, that you access from the sewers, for a Petilil. And in Pokemon White 2, you can trade a Petilil that you catch in that area for a Cottony. Unfortunately, I didn't catch one, so I can't show that off. Although technically you saw what a trade was like in this game anyway when I traded over Larvesta and Frillish. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, we have this house right next door here, and I think I'm gonna have to face that rich lady. I'm very particular about a Pokemon's attack. That's why you... Higher than 110. No. I would need a Pokemon in, like, the level 60s out of my current team, I think. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, Larvesta probably would get there at, like, level 40, maybe? Anyway, I might as well just face you, because the more experience and money, the better. Plus, there's only a rest house a little bit that way yonder. Yeah, lady, you better compensate me for damaging my poor precious Pokemon. Frillish took way too much damage. She had a Liepard, the evolution of Purloin. And that sucker hurt. It used Pursuit and brought Frillish down way too low. Luckily, we took it out with Bubble Beam and Water Pulse, because it also used Torment, which prevents you from using the same move twice in a row. But now that we're done... Oh, yeah, I already faced you. But now that we're done with this part of the route, we can move on to the next part. Desert Resort ahead. To the right, Nimbasa City. Okay, well, there's also this Backpacker, and I want to face you, because I like torturing myself and my Pokemon, clearly, by facing as many trainers as possible. I hope PETA isn't called on me. Now, I could head to the right and head to Nimbasa City, which is our next destination, but a promise is a promise, and I did say that I would go to the Desert Resort, so here we go as the trucks cross the highway. I still really love that detail, even in this game. And now we have the Desert Resort, and hey, these guys are still here. Vast Desert Resort place with Pokemon. Better bring your healing. Get to the Relic Castle. Well, that I hopefully shall. Really, the last pile of sand we run into a Pokemon. And it's a Darumaka. Hello, Darumaka. You are quite adorable, yes, but also annoying in the sense that I didn't want to run into you, or for that matter, any other Pokemon. At least until I get inside of the actual Desert Resort, not the little, you know, sneak peek of the Desert Resort. So, here we are in the Desert Resort again with the little transition fadeaway cutscene. Are you a trainer? No, you came out here to train, but you don't have a water-type Pokemon, so it's not very easy for you. Well, luckily for me, I do have a water-type Pokemon. But before I go ahead and take out other trainers in the Desert Resort, because there are a lot more in here, there is this nurse right here that after you defeat her, will heal your Pokemon free of charge, subsequently for however many times you like. So, let's take on the nurse right now. And just like that, we defeated the nurse. She had a cute little Cleffa, though. So adorable. I really like all of the baby Pokemon from Generation 2. They're so cute. Anyway, the reason that I'm here in the Desert Resort, other than training, is to catch the next team member. So, if I run in the sand for a bit, hopefully I will find it sooner rather than later. And no, it is not a Sandile. I love you, Sandile. I love Crocodile, too. But you are not the Pokemon I am looking for. So I guess that means I'll be cutting away until I do find it. So I'll be right back momentarily. Oh! Well, I wasn't quite expecting this, but, so this Darumaka is very special, as you may have just seen. It had a quite interesting glow about it when it appeared. It had a green tint and a very interesting pattern surround it of sparkles. So, you remember back in Burbank City when I did that memory link cutscene where N released his Pokemon? Well, say hello to the Darumaka that N previously used. So yeah, Darumaka is N's and it's right in front of us. So this is a mechanic, thanks to Memory Link, that allows you to catch Pokemon owned by a previous trainer, and we just successfully caught N's Darumaka. Well then, this isn't the Pokemon I was looking for to add to my team, because, you know, we already have Larvesta. I don't need another fire type. But, yeah, we caught N's Darumaka, and it even specifically says this caught Darumaka has a different original trainer. So let's actually check this out, because I wasn't expecting this to happen, at least so soon. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but I didn't expect it as soon as it did. And as you can see, the original trainer does say N, and N's trainer ID number is 00002. I wonder who 00001 is. Maybe it's red, I don't know. But all of these Pokemon do have set natures, by the way, when you catch them. So for example, Darumaka's is naive. So it has up speed minus special defense. That's actually a really good nature. Because its attack stat's already high. It's a little bit on the slower side. And it has hustle for the ability. Boosts attack stat, which is just great, but it lowers accuracy. Man, I wasn't expecting that so soon to happen. Like I said, I knew it was going to happen eventually. I just didn't expect it now. Anyway, how about I go back to searching for my actual next team member, shall we? Wow, that was completely unexpected. Also, I need to heal up. So, nurse, get to healing. Well, look at that! We just found N Sigilith. And, funnily enough, Sigilith is my next team member. So, I think I'm gonna do something really special and interesting, and I'm gonna use N Sigilith as my next team member. It's the first Sigilith I've run across, too, which makes it all the more better. Sigilith is pretty rare here in the Desert Resort. So to find not only my first Sigilith, but also have it be N Sigilith, that's actually quite cool. So if I can catch this thing, I will use it as the Sigilif I want on my team. Also, Frillish ended up going down because Sigilif's a really cool Pokemon. It's also very underrated, which is why I want to use it. I guess I'll just go with Drillbur. I don't really know. Hopefully I don't knock this thing out. Oh god, why did I use Strength? Oh god. Normal type, please don't be resisted. Okay, good. Huh, phew. Alright, let's use Metal Claw to whittle it down. So Sigilif is a really, really cool Pokemon. Oh god, it has Whirlwind? Wait, why would you have Whirlwind? I think... Please. I want to catch it in a Heal Ball so bad. But a Quick Ball also... Quick Ball wouldn't really... Great Ball matches it. You know what? Let's just toss a Great Ball. I could use a Special Ball, but Great Ball actually works because it does have red and blue on it. 1, 2, 3, please catch. Thank you. If it would have Whirlwinded me out, that would have sucked. A, because Sigilif is rare, and also this is Ends, so it would have been even harder to find this again. I got so lucky finding Ends Sigilif on the very first one I encountered. But yes, Sigilif is a Psychic and Flying type, and it's really, really cool. And it's really cool because not only, you know, I just got Ends Sigilif, but since I'm using it, I don't like using nicknames for Pokemon. Yes, I know, that's kind of weird, right? But still, I can't nickname Sigilif anyway, so I'm very happy with that. So how about we take a look at Sigilif? Man, if I would have got Whirlwinded out, I really would have been salty. But there you go. N, Original Trainer 002. Gentle Nature is its set nature, which is up special defense, minus defense, and it has the Magic Guard ability, which makes it so it only takes damage from attacking moves. So if I were to, say, get burned, I would not take damage from the burn, or poison either, which is really, really good. Paralysis still affects you, and sleep and freeze, obviously, but... And look at that moveset, too. Psybeam and Air Cutter already. So, so good. But yeah, I just got my next team member, Sigilif. So now I'm gonna heal up again at the nurse, and I'm actually gonna do... Actually, I don't really even need to train Sigilif that much, because all of End's Pokemon in the Desert Resort come at level 22, when the Pokemon around here's maximum level is like 19. I don't really need to do that much training, but I am still gonna face all of the trainers in the Desert Resort anyway. However, I will do a montage of important items that you can pick up in the Desert Resort, because it'd be tedious doing a lot of cuts back and forth, since I pretty much already did that anyway on Route 4. So, I will see you momentarily, hopefully collecting important items, but otherwise I will meet you probably right near the nurse again, because, you know, after battling all these trainers, I'm gonna need to heal up, right? So, I will see you in just a moment. Well, disregard what I said about the maximum level being 19, because I clearly just found a level 21 Dwebble. And I just found N's Darmanitan, which N technically did not own. However, in the opening cutscene of Pokemon Black and White, there is a shot of a young N being guarded by a Darmanitan, and this is the Darmanitan. And this is way too high of a level for this area of the game, but hopefully I can catch this thing, maybe. My only real shot is damaging it with Frillish, though. So, let's see how this goes, shall we? Water Pulse hopefully won't... Flare Blitz! Oh, God! Yeah, I think I'm screwed. I'm gonna try to catch this thing. It might take me a minute, just hang on. So, this Darmanitan also has Zen mode, by the way, and it just it's going to faint because of Sandstorm and using Flare Blitz like a bajillion times. Larvesta grew a level though, so that's what matters, right? Alright, so I cleared out all of the Desert Resort, picked up all the items that I could, and I showed off, hopefully, future me, if you remembered, all of the important items that are here in the Desert Resort. I faced all of the trainers, and pretty much my team is now, like, one level up from what they were each. So, yeah. That is it for the Desert Resort, and now we make our way back to the branching path of Route 4, and we will instead head to the right this time. So, let's make our way this way. Hopefully there are no more trainers. I do not need to use another repel. Trainer tips. Pokemon have a source of energy for using moves. It's called PP, meaning power points. They have PP for each move. When a move has no PP remaining, that Pokemon cannot use said move. That's a good time to head for a Pokemon Center. Indeed it is, and I was hoping, Pokemon Center would be on this route, civilized or not, in this game, but you know what? You can't win them all. Anyway, this looks a bit different from Pokemon Black and White, so next time on Pokemon White 2, we'll head inside this not route connecting gate, but something different, and we will arrive in Nimbasa City. So with that, thank you for watching, and until next time, catch you later!